Google and Amazon are providing cloud services and powerful technology to fuel Israeli apartheid violence, to profit off of Israeli apartheid violence, and to aid the Israeli government in scaling out systemic abuses of Palestinian human rights, including surveillance and displacement of Palestinian families from their homes. Immediately after speaking out, Google retaliated against me by seeking to oust me from my role, and 25,000 people, in addition to 700 Google workers, petitioned the company, calling on the company to rescind its act of retaliation against me. And Google essentially ignored these thousands of voices of opposition and continues to uphold the act of retaliation, which is in keeping with a larger pattern of reprisal and punishment of workers who hold the company accountable and who organize for the company to make ethical business decisions. Project Nimbus also includes a clause which stipulates that Google and Amazon have no right to regulate the way that the Israeli government and military use the services that are provided, which essentially means that Google and Amazon are building out technology that they are expected to hand over to the Israeli government and military, and then they're expected to wipe their hands of any sort of responsibility to actually oversee the way that the services get used on the ground. Google has an extensive track record of touting its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, and touting the idea that Google has a diverse talent pipeline and that Google attracts the most diverse talent in the industry. And Google is essentially contradicting this publicly stated value by punishing workers for speaking out about a violent and unethical business decision through which Google is profiting off of fueling Israeli apartheid. We recognize that as Jewish American Google workers, we have the privilege to feel safe speaking out, and we condemn Google for not affording our Palestinian co-workers the same privilege to feel safe speaking out and to feel safe at work. Google has created and sustained a harmful and toxic culture of censorship and silencing of Palestinian voices.